That Symphony of the Night run, though, that was also
It was a race one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Alucard race and then a Richter race, like right after.
Right, because you can glitch the game out right off the start,
Yeah.
and you can play as Richter throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes. You can also glitch the game right at the start with Alucard and retain all of your items.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they did.
It's like something to do with like the first health pickup or something.
Well,
you have to like back into it in a certain way.
Well, it's because that wolf, right? And then you had to like back into the wall while taking damage, or I don't know. It was one of those glitch things where you're like, how in the fuck does someone figure that out?
Yeah.
Did you see the dude? It was last year. He did the blindfolded Ocarina of Time.
Like the child dungeons?
Yeah.
That was this year.
That was this year, but then there was a guy, he was in like the full getup. He had the shield and the sword.
Oh, I don't remember that. Was it Cosmo?
Might have been. No, it wasn't Cosmo, no. No, Cosmo was on the couch.
For that? Oh.
For the blind dungeons.
Okay.
But the guy who did he did something, he did the temple, Hyrule Temple blindfolded.
Okay.
It was the temple glitch. So you had to like get into the corner and like then you could get the sword like right off the start of the game as Kid Link, and yeah, it was crazy. And he did it blindfolded. And he was like, I think, and just thinking about that is like for you to memorize that one part of the game, so that you could glitch the game out and be blindfolded at the same time and complete it. And he was just like, okay, one, he'd count, and he'd be like, okay, I think I'm in the right spot, and then he'd be like, okay, I got it. He would know just simply because of like Link would take a breath for like a half a frame or something.
Yeah,
like,
and everyone's just sitting there like
silent, and he's just like, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And he'd just go into the next part. It's like, how do you know this shit?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like it's just unreal.
Yeah. And, you know, there's a few games in my collection that I'm like, no one's ever speedrun that. So I check it out, and then there's like, all these dudes like speedrunning this game. I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, I thought about that.
Like, who in the fuck speedruns Congo's Caper?
I don't even know what that is.
Really? Yeah. Oh, it's a game from my childhood. And there's this, I watched this dude speedrun, and I was like, what the fuck?
I think a zombie just walked into the thing.
He might have.
Nope, that's just my footsteps. Now he did.
Oh,
I missed it. Oh.
Shazbot.
Eat this, bitch.
Boom.
Wait for it. Yeah! Yeah!
That took so long.
It was so worth it, though.
Yeah.
It did hurt me, though.
That hurt bad.
Because I was about, a foot away from a bomb exploding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nothing in the toilet?
No.
In the turlet?
There was, I thought about trying to learn Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Because, that's not very long. And I was like, fuck, I can learn that. No problem.
Wait, Far Cry 3 Blood, is that the one that was like that 80s remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game is badass.
Rules. It's so awesome.
That game is badass.
And I was like,
I've never actually played a Far Cry game, but I was hanging out with my cousin in Winnipeg, and he's like, you gotta see this. I was like, what is it?
It's
like, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's like, oh my god.
It's my favorite Far Cry.
It was badass.
I've played... The only one I haven't played is the first one. 2 was really good. It's really hard. Because, you get infected with malaria right off the start.
Well, that's good.
There's... The UI is so minimalistic. Like, literally, you lift up the map in front of your face, and you see where you are, and then you put the map away. There's no mini-map at all.
Oh, really? Well, that sucks.
3 was pretty cool. Like, I actually really liked 3.
3 was the one that was, super popular, right?
Yeah. Because of Voz, basically.
Yeah, the dude with the mohawk.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, he was cool.
Well, they created him simply for the dude who came in and auditioned, hey?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he came in and he was auditioning for another part, but the team loved him so much, they're like, we're making a character simply because you were that awesome.
Yeah, and, he's not even, the main villain of the game.
Really?
But he's,
He's, the icon of the game.
Yeah.
He's the face.
And it's like, it is a really good game. I really enjoy it. Far Cry 4, I still didn't beat it because I kind of just got...
It's one on the next gen, or the new gen consoles, right?
It's on last gen too, I think.
Oh.
But like, it just... Like, it's not as... Like, the Himalayas is just, there's something not as fun as
not
like...
as cool.
As like this tropical island and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like a Survivor Island, hey?
Yeah. And it's kind of, you know, a lot of the same in a way. Oh, is this why you can't get across? Is the bridge fucked? Yeah, that's why.
Chris, stop! No! Richard. Oh, Richard.
Okay, so I have a key now that I can actually do something down here.
That's good.
But yeah, it kind of felt a lot of the same. Like it's still really good. Like you ride elephants and shoot people and fuck people up with elephants.
Drive around in sweet little what are those tuk-tuks or whatever, the little 3-wheeled like meh. Yeah.
And like that's all kind of fun, but it just like it just felt like a lot of the same to me, and I kind of got bored of it. But like it's still good, but I don't know. It's just Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is just like all my like my love for genre film in general. Just like it's the wrong key. But like just that whole thing is just plays into how much I fucking love that game, because it's just like this cheesy 80s B film. Like the collectibles are VHS tapes that you find around the world, and
sweet.
They're all like VHS tapes that have
oh boy that was close,
that are actually like B movies. Like they actually wrote like a mini description for like a shitty B movie for
awesome.
like all the tapes you find and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like that little attention to detail is sweet.
Yeah.
And just like the neon aesthetic of it is just awesome.
Super 80s. Like,
oh yeah.
It's 80s. You know what?
I mean, like the main character is voiced by fucking Kyle Reese.
Yes, that is so awesome.
So, like,
I don't think it gets any more badass than that.
Yeah. Mark IV, motherfucker. Yeah, it's so good. And like, there's a whole part where it's just like, winners don't do drugs.
Yeah,
and like, the American flag pops up behind.
Super old school arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like
it was the 1980s, early 1990s arcade games always said that.
I loved that little touch. Was just like, winners don't do drugs.
Yeah.
That and the very start of it, when it's just like space and then it pans down Earth. For whatever reason, I laughed my fucking ass off at that part.
It's kind of like Spaceballs or something.
A little bit, yeah. What is this? Oh, this gallery. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know. I was on our Reddit forum, and it was just like, games that make you laugh, and I just put that part, and it was like, everyone's like, yeah. That part's awesome. But yeah, I honestly, like, it's weird to say that, like, this standalone expansion, I guess, that's like one island from the game, is like my favorite installment in all Far Cry.
Yeah. And these games are like super expansive as well. They're sandbox games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were toying with an idea of doing like a full sequel to Blood Dragon, which I'm 100% for, but I don't know if they're gonna do it. And like, people were wondering if like they were gonna do something like that for 4, where it'd be like Blood Dragon, but they said they want to do something, but not Blood Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someone right there, or is
I
that
think so.
Oh, he's just hanging out.
Just a dead guy.
He's gonna get down eventually.
I think you can shoot him down, but I don't think he comes down by himself, does he?
I thought he did. I could have sworn he did. I thought there was something that you grab that like triggers it.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna take that. I know the self-defense gun is like right there, which is like 1 magnum shot. Oh yeah, and suicide note.
The just-in-case magnum shot?
Yeah. I don't know why I picked up this gun last time, other than like having the suicide note. But because I never used it. It's 1 shot. I mean, but no, I'm not gonna take that either. I thought there was something else in here. Something of actual importance. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this room.
The closet.
Yeah. But yeah, they just put out a Valley of the Yetis DLC for 4.
I remember seeing that, yes.
That would be interesting, but like...
It's like the Sasquatch mission in... Sasquatch mission in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Oh, man.
Still have not played that game. I have it.
You know what?
I have the Game of the Year edition and everything. I was like... I bought all these games. I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for last because I know it's going to be like the best one I bought. And then I just keep buying more games. And it's just like...
Yeah. You got to stock up the backlog every now and again, right?
Yeah.
I had a roommate when I lived in Winnipeg that that was pretty much the only game that he played.
Yeah.
And he would play the game, beat it all the way through, and then maybe a couple weeks later he'd start it over again.
Oh, wow.
And I believe I watched him play through that game 4 times. So there was never any need for me to play that game ever. Simply because he played that game so many times that I know pretty much every line.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello.
Do you remember that, Nicole? When Brad would play Red Dead Redemption and that was the only video game that he played?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.